श्री कृष्ण श्री कृष्ण श्री कृष्ण श्री कृष्ण। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। मया ततमिदं सर्वं जगदव्यक्तमूर्तिना मत्स्थानि सर्वभूतानि न चाहं तेषु अवस्थितः न च मत्स्थानि भूतानि पश्य मे योगमैश्वरं भूतभृन्न च भूतस्थः ममात्मा भूतभावनः। In these two verses, Bhagavan has given three standpoints of experience. One standpoint is experience of the relative with the relative, experience of the effect with the effect. Second is the experience of the effect with the cause. And third was the experience of the effect with the cause and cause with the effect. And the fourth one was the experience of the absolute, in which cause and effect are superimposed. And then he gave an example. Yatha kasha sthito nityam vayu sarvatra go mahan. And thereafter, how this world is created then? It is only because of the Prakriti. And this Prakriti has no independent existence. It is in my presence alone that the Prakriti can manifest. And if you are the doer, then you must be influenced by them? No. Because I am udasina vadasinam. So you are contradicting, you are doing also and not doing also. Because it is only in my presidentship that everything happens. And ignorant are not able to recognize my divinity because they think that I am just a Devaki Putra. And how they do not recognize me? Because moghasha mogha karmana moghajnana vichetasaha rakshasim asurim chaiva prakriti mohinim shritaha. Their efforts, their desires, their understanding is totally wrong because they are under the influence of the relativity. However, those who are the Mahatmas, those who are with the positive qualities of existence, Shama, Dama, Daya, Shraddha, Ityadi, Lakshanam. Those who are leading a disciplined life of a cultured human being, they are able to recognize my divinity. Up to here we have seen the 13th verse. So how do we know whether we are pure or not? The purity of our heart reminds us of the divinity in and through every experience. And such people are always thinking, contemplating about me. How this is? Verse 14. Satatam kirtayanto mam ye mam yatantascha drudhavrataha namasyantascha mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. Now how these Mahatmas with the Daivi Prakriti, they do my bhajan. Yesterday we have seen they do the bhajan in three different ways: by the body, service, by the mouth, the chanting, singing the glory, and by the mind, contemplating about the Lord. Now satatam mam kirtayantaha, satatam sarvada bhagavantam brahmaswarupam mam, they recognize me to be the absolute reality, kirtayantaha, and thus they are doing my kirtana. So what is the meaning of this? You can see this in the lives of those people who are extremely devoted to their guru or to their Ishta Devata. The other day, when I went to Bombay, first the driver was little arrogant. Afterwards, when some time passed, spoke here and there, became very quiet and very nice. And then he is a devotee of Shirdi Sai Baba, and I am also the devotee. So immediately, he is our type. Became cool. And then he started telling his experience. That I have been going there for last 12 years barefooted, 300 kilometers. In every April it takes 15 days. And one day this happened, that happened. My son was extremely ill. And this I came to know just before we reached the temple. So I decided I will not go and take his darshan unless my son is all right. And then I took then all the people together we prayed to Baba, and then took the Vibhuti and Prasad, and we went. And doctor has given up hopes, and he was to be declared. Then I gave this Vibhuti, and he was revived in 2-3 hours. Now see, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam. Now this experience of his will always remind him of his beloved Lord, whosoever he may be. And then he was telling, when we go, there are people from different walks of life, and the one with whom we go, all of us, he tells, we are not insisting that you should follow one our God. Follow whatever you like, doesn't matter. But always remember, if you make 2 feet hole in 100 places, you will never get water. But if you dig 200 feet in one place, you will definitely get water. Therefore, our Shraddha, our faith has to be deep, and then only with that depth alone the experiences start coming. So, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam. And such people are always remembering the Lord in and through all the experiences of their life. When they get the railway ticket, they remember the Lord. When they get admission in the college, they remember the Lord. In short, with every experience of their life, they are able to connect with the divinity. So, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam. Now, Mam Brahma Swarupam, Mam Kirtayantaha, Yatantaha cha. And they are not only talking and God, God, God. And as regards their individual life is concerned, licentiousness, no. Then how they are living? Indriya, Upasamhara, Shamadaya, Samadama, Daya, Ahimsadi, Lakshanaihi, Dharmaihi, Prayatnataha. So this word Yatantaha is explained by Bhagavan Shankara as Indriya Upasamhara, control over the faculties, Shama, control over the mind, Dhamma, the senses are kept under discipline, Daya, compassion, Ahimsa, non-injury, Adi Lakshanaihi Dharmaihi. So the life of a devotee cannot be a life of a terrorist. See? Those who imagine that we are doing everything for the sake of the God and killing the people, that is not devotion. So, ahimsadi lakshanaihi dharmaihi prayatnataha cha. Then drudhavrataha, drudham sthiram o chanchalyam vratam yesham te drudhavrataha. Now see how important. Drudhavrataha, those who are not of fickle mind. Drudham, sthiram, o chanchalyam vratam. Once we have decided, we have to be committed to that. The best example I can think of is Bhagwan Buddha. He tried everything and failed. And finally he decided, now I am not going to get up from here unless the truth is revealed. So, shariram va patayami, karyam va sadhayami. This is what, if you remember the instruction which I gave you for meditation, 3 instructions. you give this instruction to yourself in your room every day. That alone will help you. First instruction that we give, that you are nobody. Your past is erased. And you have nothing to do after you get up from meditation. Your future is completely gone. And in the present, this is the last sitting of our life. Then, therefore, now, if we attain now, it is okay. If not, gone for good. Get fully involved. Drudhavrataha. What is happening in the lives of all the seekers is they are sincere, but they are not committed. Sincerity with commitment is meaningful. Sincerity without commitment is self-deception. Be very clear about this. Therefore, drudhavrataha, one has to be fully dedicated and devoted to the path, to the spiritual practice. Now please understand, path doesn't mean karma yoga, ashtanga yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga. No. The spiritual path. When we are living at the body level, karma yoga. When we are living with ourselves, ashtanga yoga, self-discipline. When we are living with the whole world, the devotion, bhakti yoga. And when we are all by ourselves, then inquiry about the self. Who am I? So all the four aspects together constitute the spiritual practice. There is no watertight compartment that up to here karma yoga, up to here ashtanga yoga. No, it is all going on simultaneously. Therefore, drudhavrataha, drudham cha sthiram achanchalyam vratam vesham te drudhavrataha. Namasyantaha cha mam hrudayesham atmanam bhakti yukta nitya yukta santaha upasate sevante. And then namasyanta cha mam. And then they do namaskar to me. Now what is the meaning of namaskar? See, namas is called as namana. Namana is transcending the mind. Mana is mind. Namana, not mind. So we have to go beyond the mind. And how do we go beyond the mind? When the I is erased. As long as we have this notion that I can do something, I can achieve something, we will struggle throughout life. We will never discover joy and happiness. Therefore, Mam Hrudayesham Atmanam Bhaktya, with all love and devotion, Nitya Yukta Santaha Upasate. Upasate, they are living in close proximity with me, who is in their heart. See what Bhagavan says. Now this is what is called as, this example I gave you a number of times, again I repeat. See, many times this happens. When there is a good number of people, here are only few of them, therefore seeking type, so calm and quiet, not too much of noise. But when there are, camps, in the camp people come to pass time. So there will be 20, 30 of them. And then when they come here, poultry farm begins. And then from there, when I enter, immediately quiet. Now what happened? When they become aware that the one from whom we are learning, for whom we have got respect and reverence, he is around. Therefore, automatically everything becomes all right. So what is making all right everything? Two things. One, the respect and reverence for the teacher, and two, the awareness of the presence of the teacher. Now apply this principle in your life. When we become aware of the divine presence in our own heart. See? All your sadhana is done. Now our problem is, why so many useless thoughts are coming in my mind? They are coming because you are not aware of the divinity. Become aware of the divinity, all negative thoughts will disappear. This is called as Nitya Yukta Upasate. And we can be united with the reality all the time if the reality is all the time. That which is temporary, with the temporary things, you cannot be permanently united. See? Our friends, our mother, father, and our property, our achievements, they are all temporary. Matra sparshad kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukha agama apayana anitya. So tantidikshasva, see beauty. Bhagavan says all these relations, you tolerate them. Don't forget about getting attached. You simply tolerate them, that's it. This is how namasyantascha mam bhaktya nitya yukta upasate. They are thus ever rooted in me. Now, kena prakarena upasate iti uchyate. Now, what are the different ways by which these Mahatmanaha, the good people, seek you? This is said in the 15th verse. Jnana yadnena chapyanne yajanto mamupasate ekatvena pruthatvena bahudha vishvato mukham. Jnana yajnena, jnanam eva bhagavad vishayam yajnaha, tena jnana yajnena. You know, first time I went to some place and jnana yajna is to be organized. So those people, they asked me questions. Swamiji, please give us the drawing. What should be the yajna kunda? And how many yajman will be required, and how much ghee will be required, what samagri. So the moment the yajna comes, all these things comes in front of us. So what is the jnana yajna? Jnana yajna is in the fire of wisdom, all the ahutis of ignorance are burnt away. That is the jnana yajna. Do you remember our Sadachar? Agnihotrisya vidneyaha itare namadharaka. Chittam ekahutim kshipet. Only one ahuti, the chitta. What is the chitta? Chitta is the storehouse of all the thoughts. When the mind is offered in the fire of wisdom, that is the real jnana yajna. So jnana yajna, jnanam eva bhagavad vishayam yajnaha. So, from the various standpoints, yad yad karma karomi tattad akhilam shambho davaradhana, this is jnana yajna. Therefore, Bhagavan will tell here only, yadashnasi juhosi dadasi yad yad tapashyasi kaunteya tat kurusho madarpana. That is jnana yajna. Doing everything for the sake of the Lord through knowledge is jnana yajna. The second thing is yoga sadhana. Ishvara pranidhanadva. So we practice our yoga abhyas first by remembering the Lord. And that is called as jnana yajna. And then we are devoted to the Lord, and therefore all the themes that we discuss or talk about is only the Lord, nothing else. And the fourth, Bhagavad Vishayam Jnanam, is inquiry about what is the essential nature of this Lord, and thus discovering the Brahmatmaikya Bodha. All these four will be included here in this Jnana Yajna. Jnana Yajnena, Jnanam eva Bhagavad Vishayam Yajnaha, Tena Jnana Yajnena, Yajantaha, Pujayantaha. In this manner they do the puja, and worshipping me, propitiating me, Mam Ishwaram, I who is the Ishvara, Chapi Anne Anyam Upasanam Parityajya Upasate. And thus they do not get lost in any other pursuits. See? Many times we get lost in too many pursuits. And as a result, this example which I gave you, digging in one place will yield the water easily than digging in 10 places. So if our attention is on the Lord, then doesn't matter where you are, with whom you are. You are holding on to the reality. There is a friend of mine, very nice person, and one day he came and he said, Swamiji, he was sitting in his office. Suddenly he came without phone. Very respected elderly person, very pure, calm and quiet, innocent like a child, multi-millionaire. He came, Swamiji, I just came without phoning you. I hope you don't mind. I said, no, please come and sit. And he said that, Swamiji, I don't know, but why? I just feel that I am being taken care of by the Lord. And when I have that kind of experience, therefore I go to satsang every place. All the great Mahatmas, they also know me. I go there and to satsang. But till this time, I never had a thought or a feeling that I should join some organization and become some position holder. So many of my friends are telling this thing. So I do not know, so I have come to ask you. I said, when your bad karma phala will come up, then you will start thinking in this line. See? I don't know if I told you the story from Ramayana. There was a dog who went to Bhagwan Rama and told, Oh Lord, this Brahmin has insulted me, he should be punished. What insult? He has thrown a piece of bread on my face to eat. So Bhagwan Rama said, all other people, they give you food in the golden plate? No, they also throw the same way. So when they have thrown bread on your face to eat, you never came to me. Yes, because they are ignorant. I don't expect any better deal from the fools. But a Brahmin, he is not supposed to behave like that. He is the man of knowledge. Bhagavan Ramchandra said, you are right. Perfectly right. So he deserves punishment? Yes, he deserves punishment. So you punish him. So Bhagavan Ram said, why don't you tell me what punishment, I'll give that punishment. So Bhagavan, when he said like that, the dog said, make him a Mathadipati. Make him the in charge of an ashram. Make him a Mahamandaleshwar. Bhagavan said, why? This is not a punishment. He said, no, this is a punishment. Why? Because in my last life I was a Mahamandaleshwar. See how important it is. Therefore, Anyam Upasanam Parityajya. Anyam Upasanam Parityajya means under the disguise of the spirituality, don't get entangled into the organizational catches. This is the meaning. Help yourself in this understanding. Otherwise, many people, they start right, but then they get lost in this all politics. Now, tacca jnanam ekatvena ekam eva param brahma iti paramartha darshanena yajanta upasate. So that jnana yajnena mam upasate. How they upasate? Ekatvena. Ekatvena means ekam eva param brahma iti paramartha darshanena yajanta upasate. So for them there is but one reality. And with this knowledge, when you do the upasana, then thereafter whether you go to Krishna's temple or Devi's temple or Shivaji's temple, it makes no difference. And if there is making any difference in us, then we are far away from the truth. Therefore, ekatvena upasate. However, there are others. Kechitcha pruthatvena aditya chandradi bhedena sa eva bhagwan Vishnu adityadi rupena avasthitaha iti upasate. But all are not able to do my upasana bhajan, my devotion in this manner. So they practice devotion through duality. So Jnana Yajna devotion is a non-dual devotion. And Pruthatvena is the devotion through the duality. And how do they do? Aditya Chandradi Bhedena Saeva Bhagwan Vishnu iti Aditya Rupena Avasthitaha iti. Now it is the same Bhagwan whom we do not know, but the same Lord is in the form of the sun. Om Bhurbhu Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. In this manner they will be doing the upasana of the Lord Sun or Lord Moon and so on. Now Kechid Baudha Avasthitaha Saeva Bhagwan, the third kind of people who do the upasana. They are Bahuda Avasthitaha sa eva Bhagwan Sarvato Mukhaha Vishwato Mukhaha Vishwarupaha iti Tam Vishwarupam Sarvato Mukham Bahuda Bahuprakarena Upasate. And the third type of people, they are neither seeing the oneness in the reality or in the whole creation, nor they are doing the devotion upasana with the duality, but they say everything is Bhagwan and therefore they love and serve everybody without any criteria. The third category. Bahuda Vishwato Mukham. That means those who have attained the third condition called as the Sarvatmya Bhava. So these are the three things. Pruthatvena is the Dvaita Bhava. Apruthatvena is the Advaita Bodha. And Bahudha Vishwato Mukham is the Sarvatmya Bhava. These are the three stages. First, Dvaitena, with the Dvaita we start our bhajan, kirtan, upasana, worship, devotion. Then this matures into Sarvatmya Bhava. Everything is the same Lord. And when this happens, the ultimate is Ekatvena. And that same Lord is none other than me. So the I disappears and Sarvatmya Bodha takes place. So in this manner, the different types of people upasana practice. यदि बहुभिः प्रकारैः उपासते कथं त्वामेव उपासते इति अतः आह. So Bhagwan raises a question. If the upasana is done by many methods, how do you think that they are doing your upasana? Mameva upasate. Because Bhagwan says in the 16th verse, Aham kraturaham yajnaha Swadhaham aushadham Mantrohamahame vajyam Aham agniraham hutam Aham kratuhu. Kratuhu is Shrauta karma bhedaha. The different types of karma according to the Vedas are called as kratu. So various yajnas which are done according to Vedic Paddhati, they are called as kratu. Aham eva yajnaha smartaha. And the yajna which is conducted according to the agama, they are called as the smarta or the yajna. Smarta yajna, Shrauta kratuhu. Kincha swadha annam aham pitrubhya yaddiyate. Swadha is that food which is offered to the Pitrus is called as Swadha. Then aham aushadham sarva pranibhihi yad adyate tad aushadha shabda vachyam. Aushadham is that which is eaten by all the beings. Athava swadha iti sarva prani sadharanam annam, or other meaning is swadha means the common food which is taken by all the beings, and aushadam vyadhi upashamanartham bheshajam, or aushadam is the medicine used for removal of the diseases. So everything I alone am. So aham kratuhu, aham yajnaha, swada aham aushadham. Now in this yajna, what more things are required? Aham mantraha yena pitrubhyo devadabhyo cha havihi diyate. So the mantra which is used for offering the various offerings, that mantra also I am. And aham eva ajjam havihi cha aham. And I am the ajja, that which is offered into the fire for propitiation of any god. And aham agnihi yasmin huyate. And where the offerings are made, that fire also I am. Sa agnihi aham eva. Aham hutam havana karmacha. And I am the act of conducting this yajna karma, havana karma. Now see, the same mantra is seen in the same Bhagavad Gita in the 4th chapter. Brahmarpanam brahmahavihi brahmagnau brahmana hutam brahmaiva tena gantavyam brahma karma samadhina, and say this one the same. But there that mantra is taken as the third person, that everything is Brahman, Brahman, Brahman. Now when the mind merges in the infinite, the mind disappears. But everybody is not able to practice that. So therefore the second one is that I worship Bhagavan Sri Krishna and He is everything. So we get a kind of alambana, a support. Therefore those who are not able to be subjective and free from the dependence on the alambana or the support, for them it is necessary that we take the support of something and go ahead. It is something like this. A child newly born cannot walk. There is nothing sin in that. Then take some support. So the child starts crawling first. He first starts swimming. So thereafter he starts, moving on the stomach. That means earlier he was a fish. Then he starts moving on the stomach. He must have been a reptile. And then slowly the hands and legs are lifting the trunk. And then slowly, and padak. Then he was a frog, amphibian. And then slowly he tries to hold something and catch. He was an ape holding something, and then slowly he starts walking. And once he knows how to walk, he doesn't have to do earlier things. No, I cannot forget that. No need. In the same manner, if we are not able to drop everything, and if we are not able to be all by ourselves, and the sampradnyata samadhi is not possible, never mind. Don't give up. Then start with this. Have the altar and do the puja, sit before the Lord, put some agarbatti or lamp and do your japa and read on a regular basis. And in this manner, help yourself focus the mind into the Lord. Because everything is ultimately the Lord. Continuing this thought, Pitahamasya jagataha Mata dhata pitamaha Vidyam pavitram onkaraha Ruksama yajurevacha Aham jagataha asya jagataha pita janayita. I am the Janeta, the creator, the father of this world. So what the father does? The father gives the seed. And where the seed is kept? The seed cannot be thrown on the road and the child is born. No. So it has to be placed in the womb of the mother. So, if you are the father, sir, then who is your wife, my mom? So, aham pita jagataha, aham mata jagataha, I am the mother. Oh, Bhagwan is hermaphrodite. He is both the father and the mother. So, please understand, we will take it step by step. So, Asya Jagataha Mata Janetri Api, and I am the mother, the creator of this world. Dhata Karmaphalasya Pranibhyo Vidhata, and I am the one who is the dispenser of the karma phalas to all the jivas, the souls who are doing karma in this world. And Pitamaha, Pituhu Pita, I am the father of the father. And Vedyam, Veditavyam, Vedyam means worthy of knowing. And I am the one which is worthy of knowing in this world all the things you did not know. Pavitram Pavanam, and I am the most purifying. And Pavitram Onkaraha, and the most purifying factor, as well as Onkaraha, the Om, and also Ruksam Yajuhu Evacha. These three Vedas, that also I am. Chakarat Atharvana Vedas. So I am also the Rigved, Yajurved, Samaved, Atharvana Ved. Now see what it means. Aham Pita. Father is the efficient cause of this world. Without the father, the mother cannot bear a child. So father becomes the efficient cause and mother becomes the material cause. So this world is a product of these two causes brought together. Like the pot is made out of the clay, but the clay by itself cannot turn into a pot. So we require a pot maker. So the pot maker uses the clay to produce a pot. So clay is the material cause, pot maker efficient cause. Now this world is created by the Lord not from a material cause which is apart other than Him. And therefore, I am the father, I am the mother, therefore I am simultaneously the undivided, efficient and material cause of this world. This is the meaning. Now this is difficult for the average people to understand. And therefore, I am the father, I am the mother. Tvameva mata pita tvameva, tvameva bandhuscha sakha tvameva. Pita hamasya jagataha mata dhata. Then the dhata is the one who is the Ishvara, who is the dispenser of all the karma phalas to the whole creation. Then Pitamaha. Pitamaha is even beyond that. So, if we take Dhata as the Hiranyagarbha, the dispenser of the what we call karma phalas, then Pitamaha will be the unmanifest, that is the Ishvara. So, Dhata will be Hiranyagarbha and Pitamaha will be Ishvara. So, I am the absolute reality. And this absolute reality is simultaneously the material and efficient cause of this world, and this efficient and material cause expresses as the Ishvara Pitamaha, and when the Ishvara becomes manifest, he becomes the Hiranyagarbha. And thus, in and through this total creation, Vedyam, what is worthy of knowing is me alone. And because Pavitram, I am the most auspicious one. Pavitra means what? Fearless existence is immaculate purity. Fearlessness is the Pavitra. Wherever there is fear, there is impurity. See? And what is the most pure thing in this world? Where there is total fearlessness. To indicate the freedom from fear, the word pavitra is used. How this word comes pavitra? Pavehe bhayat trayate iti pavitra. Pavi means the thunderbolt of Indra. Vajra is called as Pavi. So, Indrasya pavehe bhayat trayate. Even the thunderbolt of Indra cannot touch and disturb this reality. And therefore, Indra is nothing but our Devanam Raja. So who is the Devas in our body? All the organs of action and perception. Their Raja is Ekadashendriya. This mind. So, Pavehe Bhayat Trayate, even the mind will not be able to touch and disturb this absolute immaculate self that I am. And Onkaraha, now there is no end to talk about Onkara. Ekamatrena abhidhyayita, dvimatrena abhidhyayita, trimatrena Onkara abhidhyayita. Onkara is the essence of all the para and the apara Brahma. So that Onkara I am, similarly, this Onkara when it gets further expanded, it is called as the Vedas. So Om is the womb out of which all the Vedas and the mantras have come out. In this manner, everything I am. Continuing further, Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivasa Sharanam Suhrutam Prabhava Pralaya Sthanam Nidhanam Bijamavyayam. Gatihi Karma Phalam. I am the Karma Phala, Gati, the destination. Bharta Poshta. Poshta doesn't mean the Indian post. Poshta means the one who is the sustainer, who is supporting the life. Poshta. And then Prabhuhu, the Swami, the boss. Sakshi Praninam Krita Kritasya. And I am the witness of all the activities, thoughts, good and bad. Nivasaha Yasmin Praninaha Nivasanti. And I am the abode where everything is existing. And Sharanam Artanam Prapannanam Artiharaha. And those who are surrendering me, thinking of me, praying me, I am the removal of their miseries and tragedies. Suhrut Pratyupakar Anapekshahasan Upakari. And I help the world without expecting anything in return. And Prabhavaha Utpatti Jagataha. I am the one from whom the world is manifested, has come out. Pralayaha Praliyate Yasmin Iti. And I am the one where the whole world goes back. Tatha Sthanam Tishtati Asmin Iti. So in me only the world is existing. Nidhanam Nipeksha Kalantaropa Bhogyam Praninam. And I am the one who is the storehouse of all the karma phalas which are due to come to the different beings in the future period of time. So I am that Nidhanam. Bijam Praroha Karanam Praroha Dharminam. And I am the inner strength because of which the things modify in this world. And Avyayam. And yet I am immaculate, unchanging, I am the same. In this manner, Yavat Samsara Bhavitvat Avyayam. Because as long as the samsara is, I am. And therefore, I am, although samsara is changing, I am the same. Nahi abijam kinjit prarohati. Without the seed, nothing grows. Without the growing power inside, nothing grows. Normally when we use the word seed, suddenly the seed in the form of the mango seed or the chili seed comes in front of mind. That is not the meaning of seed. Seed means prarohana samarthya. When you put the seed in the soil, that because of which the seed start expanding into the two shoots and keep on growing. That is called as the seed. To understand this, you can take the potato as the seed. In potato, there is no seed, a particular, like a mango seed. So we put the whole potato under the soil. And then that potato start growing into the plant. In this manner, nityam cha praroha darshanat bija santati. And this is seen that there is a continuous growth seen in this world, and therefore this divine, eternal power is ever present. And avyayam na viti iti gammyate, and therefore it is never changing. It is the same. Kimcha, continuing this thought, tapamyahamaham varsham nigrunnamyutsrujami cha amrutam chaiva mrityuscha sadasachaham arjuna. तपामी अहम आदित्यो भूत्वा कैश्चिद रश्मिभिः उल्बणैः अहम वर्षन् कैश्चिद रश्मिभिः उत्सृजामि उत्सृज्य पुनः निगृह्णामि कैश्चिद रश्मिभिः अष्टभिः मासैः पुनः उत्सृजामि प्रावृषि. So tapami aham varsham and nigrhnami and usrujami. So the Lord says, in the form of the Aditya Bhutva, becoming the sun in the sky, through my rays I heat the water, and then through some rays I create the rains. In this manner I hold, I distribute the rains. Ashtabhi masaihi. For 8 months I hold it on, and the remaining 4 months I give up. In this manner, I alone is in the form of the rains, clouds and everything. Amritam cha devanam. So the amrita which is taken by the gods, that I am mrityuscha martyanam, and I am the death of the mortals. Sat asya yad sambanditaya vidyamanam tab vibritam asatcha aham eva. Sat is that because of which a thing is, and asat is that because of which the thing is not. Or in other words, it is also said that the sat is the effect and asat is the cause. So the cause and effect in this world, I alone am. Karya karane va sadasati. See that word, karya karane va sadasati. Sat asati. This has become the dual case, 7th. And karya karane. So sat is the karya and karana is the asat. So in the form of the karya karan, I am the sat and the asat. Because karya is effect, manifest, and asat is the unmanifest. Therefore the cause. यही पूर्वोक्त ही अनवृत्तीय प्रकार ही एकत्व पृथक्त्वादि विज्ञान ही यज्ञ ही माम पूजयन्ता उपासते ज्ञानविदः ते यथा ज्ञान विज्ञानम माम एव प्राप्नुवन्ति. In this manner, those who know all what I have told so far, what Bhagavan has told, Jnana yajnena chapyanye jajanto mam upasate. So this topic, Jnana yajnena, how they worship me with this knowledge, this is the Jnana. And practicing this knowledge in life is called Jnana yajna. So the seekers of Jnana yajna know that aham kratu, aham yajna, etc. They know Pita ahamasya jagataha mata dhata pitamaha. They know Gatir bharta prabhu sakshi sinivasa sharanam sruhata. They alone know tapami aham varsham nigrunnami srujami cha. In this manner, they are living in this world with a complete awareness of divinity in and through their all experiences. This is the Jnana Yajnena. Now those who are the other type, who are those other type? They are full of desires. And such desire-ridden people, ye chapuna adnyaha kama kamaha. Those who are ignorant. And what is the sign of ignorant? Desiring. What is the desiring? Wanting everything except the reality. Is a desire. Therefore, such ignorant people, what they do? Traividya mam somapaput papaha Yajnairištva svargatim prarthayante Te punyamasadya surendra lokam Ashnanti divyan divideva bhogan Te tam bhuktva svargalokam vishalam Kshine punye martyalokam vishanti Evam trayi dharmamanuprapanna Gata gatam kama kama labhante Now these two verses are together in the thought, therefore we read. Now what Bhagavan says, Traividya, Rugjaju Samavido, Mam, Vasvadi Deva Rupinam, Somapaha, Somam Pipanti iti Somapaha, Tena Eva Somapade Papnena, Puta Papaha, Shuddha Kilvishaha, Yajnehi Agnishtoma Divihi Ishtva Pojetva, Swargatim Swarga Gamanam, Swargatim Tam Prarthayante. So, Traividya, these people who are desirous of getting higher and higher enjoyments. Now, just to understand this, take a simple example. You must have seen the people who are living in the villages, they migrate to the towns. Those who are living in the towns, they migrate in the district headquarters. Those who are living in the district headquarters, they go to the state capitals. And from there, then they come to Mumbai. And after I come to Mumbai, do you think they want to go back? But they are enjoying that. And why they have gone? Have they gone for doing meditation? No. They wanted more and more enjoyment. In the same manner, living this world of mortals, I want to go to heaven. What, for doing meditation? No. Therefore, Rugyaju Samaveda Vidaha, so they are following all the karma kandas as given in the scriptures, Traividya, and Mam, they propitiate me. Who? Vasu Adi Deva Rupinam. And then they propitiate me in the form of the Vasu, Kubera, Indra, etc. Indraya Swaha Idannamama, Vasave Swaha Idannamama, Varunaya Swaha Idannamama. See, they propitiate these various in-between devatas. And Somapaha. And what is their lifestyle? Somapaha. Somam Pibanti iti Somapaha. So there is some kind of herb, and the juice of that is taken during this particular yajna karma which is being taken. So, somam, and by that what happens? Puta papaha, shuddha kilvishaha. So, they are supposed to lead a life of extreme discipline and focus attention fully on the karma kanda that they are doing. And with all this sincerity, what they? Yajnehi agnishtoma dibihi. And through the various kind of yajna, such as Agnishtoma yajna, etc., Ishtva Pujitva, they propitiate, and then what for? Swargatim Prarthayante, and then they want to go to heaven. Now see, to make this point clear, I'll give an example. Dasharathji did not have putra. He did not have children. And therefore, he was worried. And then what he did, he called that Sringarashi, and he was invited to perform Putra Kameshti Yajna. Now in that Putra Kameshti Yajna, all the sincerity, involvement was for what? For realization of the truth? No. I don't have children, please give me children. So one person comes out called as Yajna Purusha with a kheer, because that was ordered, isn't it? When you go to the hotel and you tell, ice cream now, so the waiter comes, ice cream. So there, children were ordered. For that, the kheer is required. So the kheer wala has come. Give it to the concerned people, he'll have children. And they had children. Now, so much of sincerity, involvement. For what? Not for knowing the truth. Therefore, such people, as long as we have putreshana, we have vitteshana, we have lokeshana, we will be desiring, and everything that we do only to fulfill the desires, not to go beyond the desires. See? One man I know, very peculiar this world, you know. He wanted to marry a girl, a Punjabi living in Bombay. And he wanted to marry a probably Karnataki girl. And they were saying, no, we will not get married. We are Shettis and you are Punjabis, we will not go. So when you come to Bombay, you should forget all that, you know. But they don't. Then this boy said, okay, if not, I will pray to Vaishno Devi, because for him Vaishno Devi is the highest. And therefore he started walking from Bombay to Vaishno Devi, and he walked. Only with this one thought, oh mother, I should get married to her. He went there, and after he went and had darshan and all that, and with that bandage on the head, he came back. And then that girl said, see, had he not been loving me, would he have done something? So please allow me to get married. And if you don't allow me to get married, anyway I am going to get married. So you will lose me once for all. So be wise enough. And then they agreed and he got married. With so much of difficulty, what you have got? A useless girl as a wife. Now, continued for a few years. And then, all the problems started coming out. What is the problem? Husband-wife jhagda, eternal principle. Then again he started walking. Okay, oh Vaishno Devi, please take her away from me. Kindly see that we separate amicably. Look here. Nobody wants God. They want to use the God for their material success. Therefore, Swargatim prarthayante techa punya phalam asadya samprapya, and on the strength of the merits that they have earned, Surendra lokam shatakratoho sthanam ashnanti bunjate. Then they go to the heavens, the abode of Indra. Indra is called a Shatakratuhu. Shatakratuhu means that one who has completed 100 yajnas is called as a Shatakratu. He who has completed 100 Ashwamedh yajna, he becomes the next Indra. And that is why when Yudhishthira was doing, the problem was created. So, Shatakratoho sthanam ashnati bunjate divyan divi bhavan aprakrutan deva bhogan tan. So then these seeker having completed his yajna and all that, then they earn the merit, and then after discarding the body, then they go to heavens. See? And after having gone to heaven, do you think they'll remember the Lord? I have the fortune of moving around the world, and I move so many places. And I enjoy going to the shopping malls. And there what I see is the people who are moving. What is it? What is it? What is it? We want that. Like, like the vultures, hungry. Because with great difficulty they have come out of India for the first and the last time. And they have seen the huge malls. In Singapore you go, see the fun. And so when they will go to Singapore, do you think they will go satsang? One example I'll tell you. There was one girl, now she is married and all that. She came with her mother when I was in US. This is about late 80s or early 90s sometime. And that time she was a 12th standard or a college going girl. And she came to me as my guest. When she is my guest, where will I take her? To the temples or to satsang or to the people whom I know. Swamiji, I have not come all the way from India to go to temple. We have got plenty temples in India. I don't want to go there. Then I want to go to that, casinos and all those things and all that. You please take me there. That's right. See? In the same manner, when these fellows do all these kinds of yajna, and they go to heaven, and after going to heaven, do you think they will say, Indra Bhagwan, Satsang Bhavan kahan hai? Eh? No, never. And thereafter, having thus, Tetam Bhuktva Svargalokam Vishalam, those seekers having gone to the heavens, Vishalam Svargalokam Vistirnam Svargalokam Bhuktva, then they will enjoy here and there. And what is the enjoyment? Enjoyment is a expensive method of getting exhausted is called as enjoyment. So they will get exhausted, tired, and come back and sleep. And in this manner, Kshine Punne Martyalokam Vishanti. And how long will they stay there? As long as your visa is. After your punya merit that you have earned through those various yajnas, when that merit is exhausted, again you come back to this Martyalokam Vishanti. Now understand it this way. The stone by itself cannot fly, cannot go from one place to another place. So, I have taken one stone, and then I have associated my energy with the stone, and then I throw the stone. So how long the stone will go? As long as the stone is associated with my energy. And my energy is finite. So when this finite energy will be exhausted, the stone will go and fall down. In the same manner, that which is created as a result of the yajna creates energy, the power which is finite. And this finite power will take you to the heavens. And you will enjoy there. But there you cannot remain all the time. Kshine punne martyalokam vishanti. Again you fall back to the same lower rut of existence. Martyalokam vishanti avishanti. Come back to this mortal frame. Evam hi यथोक्तेन प्रकारेण त्रयी धर्म्यम केवलम वैदिकम कर्म अनुपपन्नाः गतागतम गतम च आगतम च गतागतम गमनागमनम कामकामाः कामान् कामयन्ते इति कामकामाः लभन्ते गतागतम एव न तु स्वातन्त्र्यं क्वचित् लभन्ते इत्यर्थः. And in this manner, those who are lost only in this, what is that? Do a lot of karma, achievement, and again it gets exhausted, again do this, again do that. Whether it is in the material world, or it is in the Dharma Shastra, or it is in going to the heaven, it is everywhere the same story. Because they cannot have peace as long as they are running away from the self. So, evam traya dharmam anuprapannaha. So those who are thus getting lost only in this relativity. Now in short, the whole topic is what? As long as you continue or you want to continue in the relative existence, you are bound to suffer And the happiness that you get in the relative existence is only temporary. It's not permanent. See, this I see in so many places I move. People read the advertisements. Immigration opportunities in Australia, New Zealand. And they apply. And they get also. One family I know recently, this time I went. Swamiji, we casually applied, this immigration in New Zealand. Without anybody knowing all that, we gave all our details and all that, we just applied. Let's try. And both of us got immigration in 2 months. And then we went, came over here. And after going there, day and night, non-stop living. Exhaustion, tiredness. Because here servants are there, the life is cool, calm. Here there are people. There, high, 24 hours. So, wherever you go, the factor which most important is to look into is yourself and not what is around you. Therefore, the rule is, if you are happy here, you are happy everywhere. If you are not happy here, you can never be happy anywhere. If you are happy now, you are happy always. If you are miserable now, you will be miserable always. Come back to this absolute present. When this is not understood, then kurude ganga sagar gamanam rata paripalanam athava danam. We should go here, we should go there, we should see this thing. I have not seen this. And right? Swamiji, the people from the different countries, NRIs. This time I met a lot of Fijians. Fiji Indians are Fijians. And their only goal of their life is this: visit India once. Because 2, 3, 4 generations before they have gone there. And all the stories and all that they hear. And the only purpose and goal of their life is that I will accumulate money and I will go to my place of origin in Bihar, Chhapra. There is something called Chhapra. And they will go to Chhapra and get looted. In this manner, all the time, gata gatam kama kama labhante. So those who are the kama kamaha, those who are the desirer of the desires, gata gatam labhante. They keep on coming and going. They can never get established in the absolute reality. That means what? Evam na swatantriyam kvachit labhante. They can never discover freedom. They can never discover liberation. And in this manner, now the contrary picture in the second verse, ye punaha nishkamaha samyak darshinaha. But those who are worshipping me, now see, understand that complete thought process. Don't catch up one verse here and there. Our understanding should be exhaustive. When Bhagavan said that I am worshipped by people, jnana yajnena. So, how they worship is told. Then there are 2 types of worshippers. One are the worshippers who are full of desires. So they do the worship to fulfill their desires. As a result, they keep themselves entangled at the relative existence. They cannot get out of it. And there are other types of worshippers who are nishkamaha. Those who do not want anything. And therefore, samyak darshinaha. Those who are established in this knowledge, wisdom. Now such people, 22nd verse, ananyas chintayanto maam ye जना पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानाम् योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्. I'll tell you this verse in short and then we'll study it in detail in our next class. ये जनाः माम् अनन्यश्चिन्तयन्तः. First, those people who are ananyachintayantah, and ye janaha paryupasate, and third, and who are nityabhiyuktanam, who are eternally ever united with me, tesham yogakshemam aham vahami, I take care of them. So, when we don't desire anything, in the absence of the worldly desire is the desire to seek the Lord. See, like we see the children, when they are happy with the toys and all that, mothers never carry them anywhere. But when the child rejects everything, nothing I want only mummy, mummy, mummy. Naturally, the mother has to land the child in her godi and work in the same manner. As long as we are interested in these worldly pursuits, the Lord says, very good, busy and keep away. Why call one additional problem? And therefore, we have to very clearly understand even an iota of desire about this relative existence is enough to keep us away from the absolute. See? It is something like this, Somebody may be extremely beautiful from the top to the toe. But only one problem. What is that? One spot of leukoderma. All other plus points are cancelled by one spot, is it not? In the same manner, everything we do, but there is desire in the mind. That is enough to arrest and cancel our spiritual progress. Therefore, ye punaha nishkamaha samyak darshinaha tesham yogakshemam vahamyaham, I shall take care of them. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.